All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakudash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and this series across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers and listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, so what I want to do is go into a part two of wise rulers. There's a few more precepts I had from the first one. Just wanted to expound on it in the spirit. And what I want to start off with. Let me share this live. All right, and what I want to start off with is the book of Luke, chapter 24 and Luke 21. Luke 21 and 34. And if a brother could post that Sirach chapter 6 verse 20, Baal Shah. So let's get it. Luke chapter 21 verse 34. And it says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any times your hearts be overcharged with some fighting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that the day come upon you unawares. All right. And the scriptures, promote us, being sober minded. The scriptures promote us, all right, to be engulfed, in prophecy, to be occupied in prophecy, okay, because prophecy is leading to Yahweh Shai. You see, the reason why we keep up, with prophecy, because it's a count up until the return of Yahweh Shai. All right, and Yahweh Shai is coming to set up a righteous kingdom, and within this grace period, okay, we've been given the tools, the resources, and the spirit to become, all right, likened unto Yahweh Shai, okay, to join him as a wise and righteous ruler of the kingdom of Israel, all right, which is going to be the kingdom that's going to govern the earth, okay, in righteousness, man, okay. Keep going. It said, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth, and this righteous takeover by Yahweh Shai is going to catch the masses completely off guard, because you look at how, people move, people move as if people move like this is eternity. You look at how, people just live and their decision making and, their lack of urgency, their lack of fear of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. They move as if this is eternal. Like this current setup, this current standard, this current way is going to be eternal, but it's not. And when you go keep reading, it says verse 36, Luke 21:36. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So the Lord, Yahweh Shai, because that was Yahweh Shai speaking himself, and he was saying, look, hey, watch and pray, that we may be worthy to stand before the Son of Man. And that's to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, So the scripture promote us, because see, when people, throw this term salvation, there's a phrase, that's just thrown around in this society, especially amongst, Christianity. People talking about, anybody can be saved. Well, that shows you that they don't have a clue. They don't know the mysteries of the kingdom. Okay, because the Israelites, okay, of the elect that are going to be saved, where they're being saved, first and foremost through the Lord's mercy, all right, and then ultimately they're being saved, all right, to rule the earth. Okay, like there's a purpose to the salvation. We're not just being delivered from the destruction, okay, and that's the end of it. No, the deliverance is the beginning of the rulership. You see, our deliverance, our salvation is the very beginning of the rulership, okay, of the actual rulership that's going to be established in the earth in righteousness, man. Okay, so we're not being delivered just for the sake to be delivered, just to hang out in the chariots, man. Okay, eventually we're going to come out those chariots and rule the earth in righteousness, man, under Yahweh Shai. All right, as those wise rulers. Okay, so that's why I think the brother got it. This is the brother Corner Wath, GMS prayer always hope for elect. And it said this Sirach 6:20. And it says Shalaki, bro. I meant to say wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. But I'm gonna read this as well. All right, because this is going into wisdom, going into wise ruler. But the spirit had that to come out as well. But Bob Kashah, if you get wisdom of Solomon 6:20. All right, this speaking of wisdom, it says she is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. Yeah. And what we're seeing, okay, amongst our people is that they can't hold this wisdom. You have our people, Jakeston came in, fell out. All right. You have our people that this word, this wisdom doesn't stick to them because, like the elder brother, our Awam, out of the head of GMS Birmingham camp, he say, he always going to how we have to be built, a certain way to digest this word, because Yahweh Shai is likened unto bread, this wisdom is understanding, the truth is likened, to food, okay? Well, in order to digest this wisdom, to stomach this wisdom, you have to be built a certain way, okay? That's why you have a lot of Israelites, with fringes on, but they don't have a mindset of ruling the next world, the next age to come. Their mindset is still here because they really, all right, can't hold or maintain this wisdom. That's why it's a blessing. That's why, we should never be proud. Now, reading on in the Sirach, it says, 21 says, she will lie upon him with a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from her ere it be long. Okay, so one thing about rulership is a responsibility, and there's a constant discipline. You see, that's why Yahweh Shai is requiring, just every day. It's a thing of discipline, man. It's a thing of order. We have to constantly refrain ourselves on particular things every day. We have to limit ourselves on particular things every day. Okay, we gotta maintain. We gotta govern over our lust every day. Govern how we eat. Turn particular things down, even though it might not be unlawful. We still gotta be mindful how we move. Okay, because we can do too much in things that's lawful. All right, so that's a burden, to a lot of our people, because this society told you to just go for what obey your thirst. Okay, so the conditioning of being a ruler is discipline. Okay, and that discipline, all right, will make you or break you, but the foundation of being the wise ruler is ruling with discipline, man. That's one of the key components. Yahweh Shai. All right, because as Adam, what happened? He lost discipline. As King Solomon, what happened? He lost his discipline. Okay, because he had the wisdom as Adam, he had wisdom as King Solomon. All right, But what did he lack? He lacked discipline. You see? So the one of the things right that we're learning within this grace period is discipline. You know? And when we first come into this thing, all right, we really, it's like we're going through a rehabilitation, man. You see? It's like we was them wild olive trees, man. They had to be tamed. You know, the flesh, like a big part of this ministry, along with the prophesying, the teaching, the breakdowns, you know, the fellowshipping, you know, is taming the flesh, you know? You see? Because when we're in rulership, we're going to have to rule in sound wisdom and judgment and discipline. Okay? So, just as it says in Sirach 6:21, it says, she will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from her ere it be long. And a lot of jakes put off this truth because of the discipline required. And that's why a lot of, you know, these camps, IUIC, ISUPK, all right, Sakari, you know, they're able to have these big following because there's not a lot of discipline required. Okay? There's a lot of gray areas. Okay? They're worldly friendly. You know, you still can be a street nigga, all right, a church nigga, a prison nigga. You can be all those things with those other camps. You know, they tell you they worship, ICBK tell you they worship the nigga God, and we know a nigga and discipline don't even exist on the same earth. You know? So, one thing about discipline is show you who really want it. And, you know, I know you brothers probably remember if y'all played sports, you know, it'd be certain athletes, you know, they'd be athletic, okay, naturally gifted. But when it came to the discipline of practicing, the discipline of running drills, the discipline, okay, of being on time, okay, the discipline of dealing with the heat, dealing with the elements, okay, when it came to that discipline, you know, you would have jakes that would be great athletes that would quit, you know, because they didn't want to deal with the discipline aspect of it, man, okay, but being a ruler, discipline is extremely necessary, and that's why I got the brother. I think that's, matter of fact, I think that's on up in Wisdom of Solomon. It might be 17, bro. You know, dealing with the beginning of her love is wisdom, and then we'll read that verse 20. But I think it's Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17 to 16. You know, we'll speak about the discipline, man. You know, since the spirit, you know, harping on it. You know, and like I said, we all come from the West, which is extremely, you know, undisciplined, impulsive, okay? Because the leaders of this world are impulsive and undisciplined, man, okay? That's why you have, you know, the pollution, okay? That's why you have, you know, debt. You know, a country that's in debt, all right, it shows you a country that's undisciplined, okay? Because this man spends so much, all right, on military, so he can go rob, steal, you know, and you know, be the hammer of the earth. All right, he's just undisciplined because he can never have enough. You see, this is a guy that can never have enough, man. Okay, this is the book. It's the brother GMS Prayer Always Hopeful Elect Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17, and it says, "For the very true beginning of her, which is discipline, is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love," man. Because one thing about it, you know, especially as we grow as men, you know, as we mature, because we really become men in the truth, man. You know, more brothers, you know, different brothers was more developed, you know, because of, you know, the male influence they had in their life, mentorship, fathers, uncles, you know, certain men, you know, took brothers on their wings coming up, you know. But we really fully come into our manhood, you know, in the truth. And one thing we have to understand about discipline is discipline ain't always fun. You see, this society, The West, it teach you that everything is about fun, a good time, enjoying yourself. But nah, man. All right, discipline is always necessary, but discipline ain't always fun. You know, but discipline is necessary. Okay, and really, when we come into this wisdom, there's a certain level of discipline that's mandated. you know, like each brother, we all have to be temperate over our own spirits. And no brother can be disciplined for another brother. You know, everybody gotta have their own discipline, man. You know, even you sisters that follow, there's a certain type of discipline that you gotta have. Because in this society, women have been given so much liberty, to where they can just jump in a relationship with a man and they ain't feeling it and leave that and go to another relationship. Well, in the truth, you can't do that. Okay, in the truth, you gotta sit your ass down somewhere. And it take a discipline to do that. Okay, and if you don't have a man, all right, if you don't have a man, the discipline that it takes to wait on the Lord, it's a discipline. You see, so discipline, is required with this wisdom. Because you can know who Esau is, the so-called white man. You can know about the 12 tribes. Okay, you can understand certain breakdowns. All right, but guess what? Only discipline. Okay, it take discipline to be patient. All right, it take discipline, to stay uh 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 pretty much like scripture say, scribe lawfully. You know, to constantly do the same thing. And see, it's one thing when you do something and you get immediate results, but it's another thing to stick with something when you don't get immediate results. That's true discipline, man. And as we teach this word, and as we see certain prophecies happen, but sometimes like it seems like they'll die down, it seems like ain't nothing happening, but it's always something happening, man. Lord will, I can do a walk and talk in the morning, kind of just go into prophecy, but there's always something happening. But at the end of the day, it's a discipline that's required to stay in the truth, man. And that's one of the things that we're being built up in is discipline, because that's the foundation of a wise ruler is discipline, man. That's why when you jump up to verse 20, Wisdom of Solomon, let me read 17 again. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17, for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. Okay? And when you jump up to verse 20, it says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. That's Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20. All right? And the desire of wisdom, okay, that's what is bringing us to a kingdom. It's the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. And what I wanted to touch on as well, as I read, the book of Sirach in the GNT, I wanted to go into a few things. All right, so when you go into the book of Sirach, all right, in the GNT, where I dug down over here by this water, Wisdom of Solomon, not Wisdom of Solomon, the book of Sirach, chapter 42 in the GNT. We're going to read a little bit in 42 and 43. Al-Ratazah, you get down by this water, kind of cool to breathe, pretty warm. All right, but But even all the wickedness that this man, had done to the earth, we still able to see, glimpses, you know, of his beauty. All right. And in our rulership, the earth is gonna be beautified. Yahweh Shai, he's gonna bring back, okay, that paradise, man. Okay. So reading on in the book of Sirach, chapter 42, verse uh, 21, it says, the orderly world shows the greatness, okay? The orderly world shows the greatness of his wisdom. So the earth itself shows the greatness of the Lord's wisdom, man. Look how things are just created, man. Even the simple things, man. You see the duck, how the way their feet are to where they can swim, that their feet act as, like a little motor when they're in the water. They can just move so gracefully on top of the water, and then they can fly, all right, throughout the earth. That's wisdom that did that, man. The way the eagles, different birds have this particular type of vision, because they fly so high, but they have a vision to where they can see their prey, way down below. That's wisdom. Like people are all in awe, about a Tesla, all the little tricks and things that a Tesla can do. Well, look what creation can do, man. Look what our body do. Our body, all right, even if you try to, because pretty much like in this culture, we're taught to sabotage our body, we're putting poisons in it, drugs, okay, the party lifestyle. But look how our body is always trying to combat, and heal itself. Like, what's telling our body to do that? Okay, you get a cut, there's DNA sent to, there's mRNA, which is the messenger DNA sent to, your cells to let your cells know this a cut, okay? And then what it starts to do, it starts the healing process, man. Okay? Like, that's a whole process, man. The way children are born, man. The way that, a man and a husband, the husband and a wife, all right, the woman, how the child looks like, sometimes it looks like more like the father or the mother, but how it takes on y'all looks and characteristics. Like as a man, you get to copy yourself in the earth. Like, that's the Most High's wisdom. Like you get to duplicate yourself in the earth, man, as a man. Because if you have an enterprise, all right, who would you want, to take over those enterprises? All right, if your enterprise is expanding, well, who would you want to set up in different portions of your enterprise besides your sons? Okay? And even like when you go to multiple women, that's wisdom. Okay? That's so men can multiply itself, okay? For the sake of legacy, for the sake of enterprising, man. And everybody win. Okay? Like, and there's so much more that we can go into, but we just look at creation itself, and really creation just needs to be managed with discipline and righteousness and wisdom. Okay? Like the Lord set things up to function and do what they do. All right? It just needs to be managed and maintained, okay, with discipline and righteousness, man. Okay? Keep reading, all right? And it says, back in Sirach 32 and 21, it says, the orderly world shows the greatness of his wisdom. He is the same forever and ever. Nothing can be added to him and nothing taken away. He needs no one to give him advice. And when we see Esau tampering with shit, okay, there's him trying to add and take away from creation. There's him, like when he's, all right, even the juice, because what he says, the juice helps with your immune system. Well, the immune don't need no help. The immune system don't need no help. Okay? The immune system is a highly advanced, function within our body that does exactly what it needs to do. Okay? There's nothing you can give the immune system, okay, outside of the things that are already naturally here for the immune system. Okay? But he comes with his concoction and say, yeah, this to help your immune system. Nah, man. Okay? There's natural herbs and things that we're supposed to be naturally eating anyway. Okay? There's things that we're supposed to be into anyway that help, all right, the immune system. Okay? Not no concoction. Him trying to change a man to a woman into a man, putting the uterus inside of a man. That's him trying to add and take away from the Lord's wisdom. Okay? And we see, all right, how that's going. Okay? The earth is an absolute mess. Okay? But in the kingdom, we're just going to manage what's already is. Okay? Because everything was set up and established in the beginning. And what did the Elohim, what did Yahweh Shai and the Elohim constantly say? It is good. And you go into that word good, which is tawab, it goes into pleasurable and agreeable. Okay? So the kingdom, all right, is going to be ran based off discipline, all right, wisdom and righteousness, man. Okay? So you keep reading, and it says, all his works are beautiful, down to the smallest and faintest spark of light. All these things go on forever, and all right, and all of them have their purpose. You see? All of them go on forever, and all of them have their purpose, letting you know that the earth was created to be, the earth is really immortal. Okay? The earth isn't meant to die. You see? And this devil is running to the ground, and that's why he's going to be removed. Okay? Law, statutes, and commandments, when you go into it, that's to preserve people and to preserve the earth. Okay? It's to preserve creation. You see? In all things, when you go to look at the ducks, you like, come. You know? You hear? You see? A lot of scriptures say how the whole creation waited, on the sons of God. On the sons of God to come back into power, man. Because this is a torture. On the Esau, Edom, everything is being tortured, man. Okay? But going back into it, Sirach 42 and 23, it says, all things go on forever, and all of them have their purpose. Okay? All things are in pairs, each of the opposite of the other, but nothing the Lord made is incomplete. Okay? Everything completes the goodness of something else. Could anyone ever see enough of his splendor? So it says all things are in pairs. Okay? The night, the day, okay? The hot, the cold, okay? Everything is comes in pairs, the man and the woman, but they all are built to complement each other, man. Okay? Everything is built to complement each other. You see? That's why I say everything completes the goodness, okay? The goodness of something else. Even like the fish that, the different fish and the sea creatures that we're not supposed to eat, those bottom feeders, they clean the air so we can have a better quality of the food that we can eat. Okay, they're not supposed to be eaten, but the shrimp is not wicked. Okay, oysters are not wicked. It's just they're being the way they're being used is off. Okay, the woman is not wicked. It's just the way that women have been programmed in the society. All right, they've been weaponized. They're off. Okay, it's just like if you just put oysters. You get you a fish tank and you just get oysters, they're going to naturally clean their water. You just turn them loose, and they're going to do what they programmed to do. Okay? And then it's just like a woman. You get a woman that's in her natural order, and you just turn her loose in the house and give her some resources, she's going to naturally begin to decorate and make it homey, because that's one of the things that she's designed to do. All right? Not these new sour motherfuckers, you know, not these, hell no. All right? But you got a woman, that's tapped into their womanhood, that's an actual woman. All right? You turn her loose in the house, and she automatically, you know, gonna begin to do womanly things, you know, folding clothes, okay, organizing cabinets, okay. That's way better than the AI, okay, because everything is already programmed to have its use and its purpose, man, and to play it out. What Esau did was throw everything off its purpose, man. Okay, a street nigga, all right, doesn't have a purpose, and I challenge anyone to explain to me the purpose of a street nigga in society, the purpose of a bad bitch in society, a hot girl. Okay, what are the purpose of those things in society? What do they give to life? What do they give back to life? Okay, independent woman, like what do these things do? Okay, a dope boy, like what do these things do? Those are all programs, okay, of wickedness, man. Okay, those are all programs of death. You see, uh, yeah, reinvent evolution. Yeah, man, just doing too much, man. All right, the so-called white man is doing way too much in the earth, man. And the way that this man runs the earth is in complete and utter wickedness, and everything is out of whack. Okay, let's let's go to the next chapter though. Let's get a couple more. It's Sirach 43. And just like a man, like the way men are, you put them in certain environments, they're gonna immediately start, making things safer. Okay, starting to fix things, start engineering, things to make stuff convenient. Like that's the nature of men. Okay, but Esau, you know, he's taught people to be destructive, to be violent, self-destruct. So let's go here. Let's get this in this Sirach in the GNT, the book of Sirach, verse 43. Chapter 43. All right. I started at 41. It says, no one can see him, no one can describe him, no one can praise him as he deserves. Because no matter how much, we praise Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, we give thanks, no matter how obedient we are, it still, all right, doesn't do the justice to the wisdom, that he has allowed us to enjoy. Okay? The pleasures, the earth, the goodness that he has allowed us to enjoy. We can never fulfill that in praise. Okay? And that's why that's a very proud spirit to move as if you're doing the Most High favor. You're doing Yahweh Shai favor. Nah, man. Okay? We can that we forever indebted, to the Lord's goodness, to the Lord's wisdom. You see? And it says, verse 32, mysteries. It says, mysteries greater than these are still unknown. We know only a fraction of his works. We only know a fraction Okay, we only know a fraction of the Lord's wisdom, man, of the Lord's creation, man. This is just the beginning. And see, we haven't even seen Earth in this full capacity, man. Okay, there's things we haven't experienced in this. That majority of things we haven't experienced nothing in this full capacity on this side. You know, everything is a fraction, okay, of what it's supposed to be. You see, and we're fighting to get back, to true paradise, man. You know, we're fighting to get back, to that glory, you know, of being the sons of God. Okay, we fighting for the earth to get back to His glory, man. The scripture speak about the fir tree shall sing. Okay, when this devil is taken down, man, the earth is going to rejoice, through how it responds. Okay, the earth, all right, the trees, all right, they're not going to be singing, a cappella. Okay, we're just going to see its abundance. We're going to smell these things again. Everything is going to give it strength. That's how it's going. That's how the earth, is going to sing, man. Okay, it's going to be rejoicing and producing. Okay, it's going to rejoice by giving forth its strength. Okay, so yeah, that's the. Or nah, I have one more. Because when you read, it said the Lord made the universe and then gave wisdom to devout people. And I want to get that in the if a brother can post that, Sirach 43 and 33. Get that in the KJV, and we'll end with that. All right. But yeah, the Spirit just told me to do a part 2, dealing with the wise rulers, man, because we always go into how we have just so much to look forward to, man. And just talking about these things, just kill, desires of this world. That you just, intensify, all right, amplify the desires of the world to come, and we're going to be immortal. We're going to live forever, okay, in paradise, man. And like I say, Earth is just the beginning. But we haven't even, like I said, we haven't even seen Earth in this capacity, man. You see, we're still waiting to see Earth in its full capacity. Okay, the brother Accountability Spirit, he got one. This is Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time He will set over it one that is profitable, man. And that one that is profitable is Yahweh Shai. Okay, and His government, beginning with the 12, King David and the 12, the rest of the first fruits. Okay, but then the 1/3 men in that order. Everybody, is going to be an extension. Every man is going to be an extension of Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai is going to be an extension of his Father. Okay? And discipline, wisdom, and righteousness, man. Okay? And everyone and everything is going to benefit. The planet Earth itself will benefit, okay, from the rulership of Yahweh Shai. Okay? And the heathens, all right, except for Esau, who's going to be destroyed after 1,000 years, that 1,000-year captivity is going to benefit them because righteousness is going to be instilled in them. Okay, they're going to be conformed to righteousness, man. Okay, they're going to be conformed to discipline. Okay, because under Esau, Edom, everybody, all right, is operating off this do as thou wilt. Okay, bugged out, backwards, counterproductive, way of living. You see? But under Yahweh Shai, the earth is going to profit. People are going to profit. Okay? That's the sign of good rulership when everyone is profiting. Not just monetarily, okay? But in discipline, in morals, okay? you know, health wise, okay, strong families. That's a real sign of righteous rulership, man. Okay, order. You see, that's the sign of good rulership, and that's what Yahweh Shai is coming to establish. So let's get this. This is the brother Corner Walk, GMS, pray always, hope for elect. Sirach 43 and 33. It says, "For the Lord have made all things, and to the godly, all right, have He given wisdom." Okay, and He gave the godly, the sons of God, the wisdom to manage His earth. Okay, to manage creation. All right, Adam was given that breath to manage creation. All right, it says, well, he was a keeper. And you go into the word keeper, it's one of the definitions, all right, which is a shamar in the Hebrew. One of the definitions is to guard and to watch over life. Okay, so as he was naming the animals, you know, he was putting things in place. Okay, when you speak about him, you know, naming animals, you know, he was putting things in place. You know, okay. They stopped. Jake stopped like I was police. I got on this all black. You know, nigga, look, I ain't the police. I'll snatch the nigga out of there. Oh boy, but yeah, man, you know, Adam was a keeper of the garden, and the garden is what? Paradise. So Adam was given the spirit, the Ruach Kodesh. Okay, he was given the Ruach Kodesh, the Holy Spirit, to govern paradise, man. You know, and when he partook, okay, in wickedness in the other way, okay, the witchcraft, and you know, start operating outside there, that's when we fail. All right, so we're getting back to our glory, man. You know, becoming those wise rulers. In this captivity, you know, was our learning grounds. You know, to appreciate righteousness, to apply discipline, you know, to apply patience, you know, to apply faith. Okay, so that's the point. You know, Lord will you brothers, you know, and you sisters edified. Till next time, I say shalom. Calling you Shalom. Bible ball soon. Shalom.